Clad collection. It's a sale price. That's a rare treat for this ring to be under $50, and you've loved it. Over 50,000 of this style have been ordered, and we have a nice range of sizes. This actually starts at size 4 and goes up to size 11, which we don't always offer.
That's right.
So that's really nice. All right, so Erin, let's talk about this style, which I know our friend Amy Strand, program host, is a big fan of.
Definitely. This became part of her signature look, actually not as her initial engagement ring, because she and Steve, her husband, decided to first go with a round diamond eternity band because they couldn't, or she couldn't decide on the style she wanted, the size of the center stone she wanted, and she really said, I know I'm always going to love my diamond eternity band, let's just go with that. Then one day she saw, I believe it was Jane Tracy presenting this ring, and it was actually about to go away. It was on a clearance price. And Amy said, well, I'm just going to order that and try it with my eternity band, see how it looks. She put it home, she brought it home, put it on, loved it, and started wearing it as her engagement ring. Well, it was so popular, you all loved it, called in, said, where's that ring? How can I get that ring? I need Amy's ring. That the team recreated it and brought it back for you. So now you're able to wear that same Diamonique ring that Amy knew and loved and wore for all these years. She's actually since started to change up her Diamonique wardrobe when it comes to her engagement rings, and she also wears the 3-stone Meghan Markle ring. So it just goes to show you have the opportunity to wear a variety of different styles. When it comes to your wedding ring, you don't have to be married, if you would, just to that one style. And this gives you variety, especially with that contrast from the black to the clear.
Well, you know, I admire Amy's style. She has a great eye for
sure.
fashion. So I like, this is a ring where it feels modern, but at the same time still very classic and you know, almost vintage at the same time. So it's a really unique design that I think accomplishes both.
Definitely.
So first of all, we're mixing colors. So this featuring black and clear Diamonique stones. I can't say that I've ever really seen that combination in our jewelry. If so, it's very rare.
Definitely, it's a rarity, and but something that you've said that you love loud and clear. So we actually did recently take a ring, this ring, and do a couple different colors in the halo. So if you look on QVC.com, you'll see those. But this remains by far, by leaps and bounds, the most popular. And it's that contrast of the black and the white together that's so striking. It draws your eye in. And so does that center Asscher cut stone, which it's a step cut, remember, in the center, created in the early 1920s, has an Art Deco type vibe to it because of the timing. And it really lets you peer into the heart and soul of that stone, knowing that there's nothing going on inclusion-wise to detract from the beauty, and that's why it gives you those beams of light.
That's a 2-carat center, by the way.
Love it.
And then all of our accent stones, that's 8/10 of a carat.
And interesting, unique accent stones here in that triangular trillion cut shape. So we don't see that very often either.
And you know what? I did not even really notice or recognize. And so that's that extra step.
Right.
And the only trillion that we've seen in our 2 hours together this afternoon, Erin. So that's another fancy cut we rarely see. And it's incorporated here. So this one, now I see why Amy was so drawn to it.
Right? And she said people, I mean, they'll stop her when she's at the grocery store. They'll stop her when she's out to dinner. It doesn't matter. They're like, that ring is so beautiful. Can I see it up close? Sometimes she says it's diamonds. Sometimes she says it's Diamonique. She just says thank you. Depends on what you have time for, really. But it's just that sets you apart from the crowd type of look. And if you want to wear this not as your wedding ring, you don't have to. It makes a great right-hand ring, and then you start to stack with other bands and you make it your own.
Like this is one that I could see myself wearing for those fun nights out with my husband. You know, if I'm meeting up with friends, this is something I would use to set off my look, because jewelry can also be an accessory for us, right? It's that icing on the cake. It's that finishing touch. And so the hands, I'm very expressive. I use my hands when I talk, so they're going to get a lot of attention. If you're out dining, people are going to notice your hands as you reach for your glass, as you pick up that fork. So this one is one, because of that contrast of the black and the clear, really does catch your eye. And then that large 2-carat Asscher cut stone. It is bright. I see you playing.
Well, I think this is important. If you like your band rings to really snug up against the band of your solitaire, it won't happen with this ring. So there's that little bit of space. But a lot of women love that look too, especially, you know, you can put another band on this side and really create a completely different look. So those band rings that we had just a moment ago are a great accompanying piece to this, because you can start to add the clear, the black, or colors.
Hey, and with this Easy Pay, this ring, $8.32 a month. Those Eternity band rings, those were $3 and change a month. So you could create a completely custom look for less than $15 with the Easy Pay. So just throwing that out there. Just wearing it as is, you could see this is a ring that has so much, look at that sparkle.
I know.
So that on its own is going to make someone's head turn.
Yeah.
What was that flash? What is that on her hand? J276996 is your item number, and we have sizes 4 through 11 available. That's a sale price. That's under $50. And if you need size 11, by the way, it is getting very limited. Okay, so we're going to take a second look at a ring we featured earlier in the show. It was quite popular, so we wanted to make sure